so there's costs associated with that. So I don't want anyone taking away from this video that this is profit that I'm making and this money is all sloshing around in my bank account somewhere. And disclaimer number 3 is that even what's left over after those costs have come out, we don't come close to spending and we're not living like kings. I'd like to think we live relatively humbly. I make an effort to save half of everything that I earn. Once I've paid the costs of doing business, once I've set the money aside that I need to pay for tax and national insurance and my student loan and those bits and bobs that you have to pay, that all comes out. The moment any money arrives, I set some aside for all of that. I cover the costs, and then what's left, I split in half. Half of that goes into our savings and investments, and the other half that we live on. The reason I'm doing that, firstly, I know I'm very fortunate to be in a position where I'm able to do that, save half of what my take-home pay is every month. But the reason I do that is because I fully acknowledge this situation that I'm in currently is a very short-term situation. I am not naive enough to think that I'm going to be able to do this job and earn the money that I earn now for the rest of my life or until retirement or anything like that. I know there is going to come a point where people lose interest, where the channel dies, where I'm not able to do it anymore, where Football Manager stops being released as a game. There's all sorts of things that could go wrong that will lead to me having to re-enter normality a little bit, which is one of the reasons why I've been so careful to try and avoid introducing too much in the way of lifestyle creep. I don't want to be 3 years down the line, have the rug pulled out from under me and think that I need X amount of money each month to live and I can't earn that through a normal job. I don't want to go down that route. I also want to make sure that when that time comes, I store away as much money.
Finishing the horse trailer quickly.
The dream scenario is to stick at this for another 10 years, stretch it out for 12 maybe if I can. I mean, in my 50s by then, if I'm still able to talk to YouTube and I'm in my 50s, fantastic. If not, I'd like to think through some sensible financial decisions that I'm making now, I'm not going to be in as problem then, but I think the payment in general, unless you are super
Hi, mate.
is a relatively short
Hi,
career,
Prime.
which is why
I didn't see your message then, buddy.
as money as I can, what I can, tuck it all away for the future.
Thank you.
So the future cares doesn't have to curse about me the way I sometimes care about past care. So, with all of the disclaimers out of the way, and there'll probably be other disclaimery bits that I throw in as time goes on as well. I fully acknowledge it's a very sensitive subject, but also
That's so loose.
So, I'm making the video.
That feels too loose, that. It's not even clicking in.
We should get stuck into it and have a look at what I made in 2021.
Weird piece, but alright.
I think we'll go in the same order we did on last year's video, which I think is largest to smallest by and large. Or some of the numbers, some of the order has changed slightly from last year, but I'm going to show you what I've earned this year, compare that to what I've earned last year. There's a few revenue streams that have gone up, some that have gone up quite a lot. Quite a few have gone down, and I'll show you the overall totals when we get to the end.
Let's see.
So I'm not wanting to bury the lead. I know that a lot of you are probably here because you just want to know
Proper waffling, aren't you, Kev?
So we'll start there.
Let's see your revenue, mate.
Football Manager channel.
Some minifigures here.
2021,
Old set this, 2016, I think.
£265.
I say I think because I didn't check, but I did check yesterday. Got the horse. This is getting sold as soon as it's built and it's all there, but at the minute we are missing a piece, I think. Actually, I think we're missing a piece. It's one of the wind shields, but I might be able to find it in here. Never know.
My entire lifetime on YouTube. This is why I suggested you go back to watch some of the previous videos for context on this, because I don't want people to think it's always been a super duper sweet life.
71 grand he's made on YouTube. What?
Going all the way back to 2015.
Is it alright?
7 years or 6 years on YouTube is 161,000, which is I know it's an incredible amount of money, but to give that a little bit more context, if we divide that by 6 for 6 years, it's a much more reasonable £26,500, £27,000 a year.
Still decent, 27k a year.
As you can see from the graph there that shows when and how money comes in, it's certainly increased a lot over the last year, but it took us a while to get to that point. I think it is important that anyone watching this who might be new to my content doesn't think that I've just gone from a starting position to 70+ thousand pounds in ad revenue immediately. It's taken a long time and a lot of graft to get to that point, but it is an absolutely phenomenal number. Interestingly, it says plus 76% on here. It says plus 72% on my spreadsheet. Who do I trust? Well, probably YouTube. They probably know. They probably have better information than I do. But it's been fantastic. What's caused it? Couple of things. Thing number one, Barcelona series in September.
Thought I'd show off a few
September
sets.
traditionally has been a very, very quiet time of year for me. But actually, September 2021, at the time it happened, was my most successful month ever from an ad revenue perspective. Beating any previous Football Manager launch, that Barcelona series really, really kicked off. And as you can see from that point on, I then
I'm actually going to build a set now, sorry.
consecutive best months ever. October was even better than September. In fact, we've got the monthly figures down here. And October was better than September.
Thanks for liking my stream, everyone. Appreciate it.
My single biggest monthly payment that I've ever
It
had
helps.
in my life. I'm actually earning more money in November than I earned in the first year
Is that right?
of my first
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
Way back in 2001, my first full-time job.
2001, yeah.
Year than that. And then December, still pretty big. With the December boost that you get in ad revenue, but of course we've not got the launch of the new game in that month, which is why it's starting to take it down a little bit. As you can see on there, it does vary massively from month to month. I don't know this graph. In fact, the graph's not particularly helpful, but I think the monthly figures are pretty helpful because it shows you. It's actually quite a cool breakdown. It shows you just how much that varies from month to month. So, lowest point of the year was August. I earned just over £2,000 from that channel. For the majority of the first half of the year, it was between £3,000 and £4,000 a month. In fact, I think it was always between.
Let's go on there, yeah.
Until we hit that September boost, and I would expect to end
I
up
see.
back down to these kind of levels fairly soon. I don't expect these
Hi,
kind of
yo.
numbers to be ongoing long term.
Thanks for all the likes, everyone.
That would be insane. In addition to the main channel, I of course have this channel as well, the channel formerly known as Vlog Channel, which interestingly, I think in 2021.
Yes,
I released
Deadpool.
fewer videos
Thanks for the
than I
sub.
ever released before, but we
Hey, talking about
started to
Deadpool.
increase the average views per video, which made a big difference
be up there
to
somewhere.
the ad revenue. We actually had an increase on this channel in 2021 as well. So during the course of 2021, the channel generated £15,848.38 compared to the 2020 figure of £13,261.32, an increase year on year of 12. Well, I'd say 20% based on the numbers that I've got. Again, YouTube saying 12%. I think I'm going to go with my numbers. I know my numbers are right there, so I'm curious about because I don't know what that's comparing to. In fact, it says there it's comparing January the 2nd to December the 31st, so straight away it's comparing it incorrectly anyway. But an increase in 20%.
I need a Logan minifigure. I ain't got a Logan.
Which, as it has for the last several years since we stopped the daily vlog back in 2019, this channel has been very much directionless for throughout the course of 2021. So to still be able to bring in a pretty decent figure, I think it's testament to the back catalogue that we've got on the channel. We had a couple of big videos that appeared during the year, but it was big in the context of this channel. As you can see, we had no individual video earned more than £217. So a lot of the bulk of the money that's coming presumably is through back catalogue. So the back catalogue does still get a significant chunk of views over the course of the month. Looking at it monthly,
Thanks for all the hearts and the likes, everyone.
as you would expect, was August when we went daily. We did vlog every day in August throughout August, and I think that figure probably should justify why I probably won't ever do that again. Because yeah, £2,500 is a nice amount of money. Don't get me wrong, but September we didn't do anywhere near daily. We probably released 7 or 8 videos in September, and still got £1,300. It doesn't seem to justify the enormous amount of extra effort to do 30 videos
Dude.
a month, but it
Yo.
doesn't have that corresponding impact on the.
Oh, I need to hurry up and get the set built. I could just sell it. If I've got the part that it's missing in the pieces collection, which I should do.
If I release a video once a week or even once every couple of weeks, I tend to get more views than if I'm going daily. So I think that's probably
91k on YouTube. What a revenue.
And
Jesus.
not really worrying about the revenue so much on this channel. This channel is more stuff I want to make videos about. I'll make the videos, and fingers crossed the money will come
There it
off
is.
the back of it as it has done in 2021. It's exactly how I treated the channel this year, and as I say, it's made a nice little contribution to the business for sure. Now, one new revenue stream that we've had
Right now,
in
yeah.
2021 was Lelujo 2, my second gaming channel, which is actually going to start becoming used more and more often as time goes on. This year, it was mainly used throughout August, September when I was releasing Minecraft videos on it a few times a week. It's now going to be used as the home for my stream replays. I'm just putting this in. Oil prices up, Middle East conflict, US withdrawal, weak dollar, fiscal and current account deficits. Are we back in the 1970s? Will the US economy lose its mojo? What does it mean for you? Join me, Michael Brown, and my guest, Professor Silvana Tenorea, in the first episode of Macro Moments as we ask, can US protectionism continue? Or is it time for a change? Into my spreadsheet so that I can give you the proper numbers at the end. It's now going to be used for my stream highlights and YouTube shorts and bits and bobs like that. Editor Chris is going to be putting together for me. This is basically the channel he's going to be running for me this year and doing all the editing for. So I would expect that number to go up significantly in 2022 to justify Chris's existence. But in 2021 we did start to get the ball rolling on what you can see there is a brand new revenue stream starting from zero, and then we became monetized on this channel on the 9th of February, earning 15 pence the first day we were monetized, earning £806.87 over the course of the year. This is one of the big target growth areas for 2022 as part of the business. Next up then we have Twitch, which I have really started to get back into during 2021. I think 2021 might be the first year since I've been a content creator really, where I've consistently streamed on Twitch all year. You can see some months have been more consistent than others, but by and large, I'm putting in 40 to 50 hours a month. It went off a little bit down in the summer to something maybe closer to 30 hours a month while the weather's nice. We're out and about doing bits and bobs, but then a new game came out and I went at it again. So certainly starting to put some effort into Twitch, but interestingly, revenue on Twitch is actually down for the year.
Not a bad little RV caravan build.
Because of the changes to the way Twitch handles subscriptions in the UK.
Quite big for an old set. I think the older sets are bigger though, aren't they? If you look at all old sets, the scale seems to be a lot bigger.
And it's had a direct impact on the revenue that Twitch has generated to the point where it has had me questioning over the course of the year at what point we maybe have to jump to YouTube for the streaming if Twitch continues to make it worse.
Some of these L pieces.
This is in dollars, so just
go around this.
into pounds. In dollars, it was £12,441.42, which at the time I did the conversion comes in at £9,193.36 for the year, which is down from £11,984.70 the year before, a drop of 23%. And like I say, this is a year where
that's not right, is it?
more. I think we can check. I think we can check. I know we can check those numbers because we can have a look back at the
I've no nails. I'll have to get a brick connector in a minute. There we go.
503 hours in 2021 and in 2020.
Tend to do this, look at the instructions and just start doing it myself and then realise I've done something wrong.
Basically the same now. We didn't start streaming at the start of the year, but it looks like I was giving it a little bit more on a monthly basis. But you can see that the actual revenue was higher. So you did this to yourself. You did this to me, Twitch. You didn't do it to yourself. You did it to me. And any UK Twitch streamers would have suffered a similar impact this year, I would imagine. So they're the bits I can actually show you, and now we go into the bits that I can't show you. Some of them because there's just no easy dashboard or comfortable, easy way to actually show it to you. And some I'm not allowed to give you the exact breakdowns of various bits and pieces. But first up, we've got Patreon. Thank you to everyone who's been involved in the Patreon over the course of 2021. It is very much appreciated. and it's pretty much stayed level over the course of the year, bringing in £4,028 and 38 pence compared to £4,252.87 the year before. A slight drop of 5% on what was generated the year before, but again, I think that's largely attributed to an adjustment in how Patreon handled the fees and the bits and bobs and currency exchange stuff. And looking at the actual top line on Patreon, it looks like that's pretty much the same as it was the year before. Basically the same people that have just been subscribing to that all the way through. Give or take a few people here or there, it's largely balanced out, but because of tweaks in other bits and bobs, it's led to the actual amount that hits my bank account in pounds being slightly lower.
Some of these pieces are quite dirty with it being second hand.
We've also had merchandise sales this year. The merchandise has mainly been, haven't got any to show you to hand, but it's largely been the football shirts that we've been doing. There's been little bits of like Teespring merch and stuff like you see advertised at the bottom of every video and all that kind of stuff. But the vast majority of the merch sales, I'm talking like 90-95% of the merch sales have been from the football shirt sales, which is an area of the business we're probably going to do nothing on this year. I have no plans to make any football shirts this year, so pre-order now.
Another top-rated product on Amazon. It's a Philips wine made for face and body. And there you go, straight to his basket. Soon he'll be trimming, edging and shaving from head to toe, and everywhere in between. Amazon, great brands, prices you'll love.
This is an income stream that needs to kind of be replaced or removed entirely for 2022. And in 2021, we made £2,732.57.
Jesus.
£3,646.89 the year before, a drop of 25%. And similar to what I said when we were looking at the plan for the vlog, one of the reasons I'm not planning on going ahead with football shirts this year is, although £3,700 is a really nice amount of money, I really appreciate everyone who supported me by buying those shirts. The reward compared to the sheer volume of work that goes into getting those done, it doesn't really add up, and I don't think it's worth putting the amount of time and effort it takes to do them for a relatively small amount of money in the grand scheme of things. The business as a whole, my time is probably better.
I would say it's pretty bad. Avery Griffith. Yeah, would definitely say that. What a question. What a relevant Lego question that was.
Again, the big bulk of this is probably the 2-game football manager thing, but I can't tell you the exact amount. I'm contractually not allowed to, but I can tell you my total for affiliates as a whole for 2021 was £10,499.95.
In affiliates. Jesus. A lot of dollars.
That's a massive increase of 135% over the course of the year. Thank you to everyone.
Oh, as if it's got flower pieces. What's going on?
Seeing that area of the business grow the way it has makes me feel a lot more comfortable about drops we see in things like Twitch and Patreon and merchandise. They don't matter so much when there's another area of the business that's more than covering the shortfall. It balances out the whole number, and that is awesome. So thank you to everybody who's done that. That is much appreciated. Donations down massively. I would say don't make donations at this point, because as you can see from some of the other numbers, there's other ways that you can support us. We don't really need to take donations anymore. This is something that was really, really helpful in the early days of the business, but I do feel a little bit uncomfortable about taking donations now. The option is still there through Twitch, and I think that's probably the only place you can still do it. But I would suggest, if you really feel the urge to make a donation, maybe donate to charity or something instead. The amount for 2021 was £461.89p, down from around £1,000 the year before. Not completely accurate figure the year before, but it's a decrease of 54% year on year. And like I say, that's another one that I'm expecting to go down.
Thanks for all the likes on the stream.
Over the course of 2022. It'll never go exactly to zero, because over on Twitch there's always some people who aren't able to subscribe but want to contribute over there, and so do it that way, and that's fine. I get that. I wouldn't take that option away from people, but by and large, it's an area that I don't ever really mention anymore. Whereas early on in the business, I know when I first went full time, my first computer was bought by 1 month's worth of donations because I told people I needed a new computer. So that side of the business, as we've gone more down the route of merchandising and brand deals and that kind of thing, I've been able to hold the begging bowl out less. And
What a crazy
I
question.
like the fact I don't have to ask for help as much as I did before. That is a nice development from all of this. And then the final area is brand deals. And again, brand deals, I'm not allowed to tell you the breakdown of what I've earned from which particular brand deals because they're all it's all part of the terms of the contract, so I'm not allowed to share how much you get paid. But we've done a lot of brand deals this year. We've had ongoing deals throughout the year with NordVPN, with Skillshare. We've done a couple of Raid Shadow Legends campaigns. We've done other stuff as well that I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's been a big year for the channel for brand deals, and that's reflected in the numbers. Over the course
Sounds like it's been a big year, mate.
made roughly £22,000 on brand deals. That's
Wow.
across all platforms. So across the main channel, this channel, Twitch, and it's not just stuff we've done on this channel. So that's all brand deals across all platforms. £22,000 over the course of 2021 compared to around £6,000 the year before. So it's a big jump, and the big reason for the jump is both channels have hit 100,000 subscribers now, and that does seem to be the magic number that once you hit that, the brand deal tap is turned on. Companies start to reach out to you for more stuff, and I don't know why. Logically, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but there's clearly a lot of companies out there who don't necessarily want to deal with creators who've got that.
Enjoy it all with Arla Lactic Free. All the taste, easier to digest.
Magic number, they do want to work with you, which is weird because certainly for this channel, it was
Eating
important
pizza, is
3
it
years
bad
ago when I was
if my
releasing
pickle
daily
gets
videos all
tingly?
through the year, than now when I don't release as many videos. But because now we're over 100,000 subscribers, we make more in brand deals than we did back then. It's a weird little YouTube quirk, but that's an increase over the year of 267%. All of which means we add up for 2021 as a total income. Remember, this is total revenue. This is not profit. All the costs for the business, tax, and all that other stuff is where it all comes off of this. But total revenue for the year for the entire business is £136,837.
Jesus, 136 grand.
Compared to last year's number of £86,000.
Crazy.
£5, which is an increase year on year of 59%, and that is a staggering number. And thank you for making that possible through watching the videos and enjoying what we do. And it is, I fully acknowledge it's a ridiculous number. It's an absurd number. I've never had a number. Oh, I've not told you what my profit is for the year. I think I can comfortably say I've never earned as much money in a year as I did in 2021. I know I always used to say when I first started out, certainly for the first several years, I wasn't earning as much money as I was earning as a teacher. I think it's pretty clear from these that I'm now earning quite a lot more money than I was earning when I was a teacher. And thank you. I really appreciate that you're allowing me to live this.
Why do you want me to say that?
This fantastic situation that we're in, where we are able to.
Number 6, number 7,
content every day.
67.
What I want to do, what I love doing, do what was my hobby before. The thing that I was doing.
Calling it out like bingo or
7
something.
PM and 1 or 2 a.m. every day, 7 days a week, because I love doing it, is now the thing that's paying the bills and allowing me to start paying some other people to do some stuff for me as well. Anna gave up her full-time job this year to become employed by the business. Chris is now doing editing as part of this business. We're paying out for some of the other stuff as well. We're upgrading the stuff. And putting money aside, saving for a rainy day, saving for when this all comes crashing down around us. So it's
If you get me to 1,000 likes, I'll say it. I'm joking.
I know I've worked very hard, but I know I've been very lucky as well, and I appreciate it. And that is how much money I
Right.
earned in 2021. Let me know down in the comments section section whether you want to still see videos like this coming up in 2022. I said at the start, and I was showing people the middle ground, and I think I'm edging towards the top end of the middle ground now. And what I don't want these to turn into is videos that really are obviously just showing off. I don't want that. I don't want to sit here and show off on a video. So if that's how it's come across this year, or if you feel like we're gently teetering towards that, if these numbers go at 59% again, is that then going to be annoying? Let me know down in the comments. I will stop when you tell me it's the right
What is
time to start
that?
making these videos each year. But for now, hopefully,
Definitely not got all them, have we? 1,
helping out people who are in the situation
2,
I was in 3, 4, 5 years ago.
3,
That's the idea of it. Thanks for watching, folks.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Website you love. With clicks.
Oh, sugar. No, not the camera flying then.
Create your brand. Your opportunity.
2 more.
Your breakthrough. Feeling a vibe? Run with it. From can't look away to gotta have it.
Pick one of them on her head.
Every detail yours.
Yeah, that's on her head, so we've got that. What we're after now, just
Remove what's not.
one of them.
Realize it.
Oh, I got it, oh.
Set a tone that's at your pace, to your audience. Keep moving. Your site grows with you. Add solutions that meet you where you are and take you where you want to go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Easy to love.
And then we've got that. What's that?
Right, folks, this is one people have been asking for years. In this video,
Have I not got that?
Exactly how much money I've earned on YouTube since uploading my very first video back in October 2015.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
But before we get into that, a little bit of housekeeping and a few disclaimers as well. Firstly, as I'm sure
Yeah, that's
you know,
right.
I'm experimenting with lots
Everything's
of different
there.
types of content on the channel at the moment, and the best way to show me that you want more of a specific type of content is to leave a like, leave a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm.
Right, let's get this roof put on. Oh, come on. What's my video going off for? Get it back on now. Thanks for all the likes on the video. Appreciate you all.
And it really
There we
helps
go.
show what kind of content you'd like to see me focus the channel towards as part of our 2021 reinvention. So if you enjoy this video, or you think you're going to enjoy this video, a thumbs up would be fantastic. And of course, if you are new to the channel, off the back of a video that's very different from anything I've ever made before, make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't
Forgot
miss
all
out
that was in
on
there.
any potential follow-ups to this and other similar content. So that's the housekeeping. Now time for the disclaimer, because I realise this kind of video has the potential to be quite triggering, especially at the moment when we're living in these times of pandemics and furlough and people losing
How have I managed to do
all
that?
kind of stuff.
Come
So
on.
if you do think that that kind of thing is likely to upset
I know,
you,
what's this number? Why am I getting asked to say this
I
number?
would suggest maybe just skipping this video, moving on to the next
What
one.
does it
It's not
mean?
intended to be a video that is a brag or a flex or whatever the cool kids are calling that kind of stuff these days. Like I say, it's a video people have been asking for years. I think it's quite an interesting thing to discuss. I've never been one to really hide away from discussing money, but I also think that I'm taking a conscious effort to present it in such a way
That's
so
still
that
all
I'm
gonna
not
fall out.
shouting from the rooftops, look how rich you can get through YouTube. I am trying to really emphasize the work to reward ratios and things that it takes to build up to successful YouTube channels that create the kind of income that you're going to see over the course of this video. So hopefully I've been able to balance out the whole it's not a get rich quick scheme, and you do have to put the hours in, you do have to work hard. Hard work is rewarded.
Yeah, you're getting
and like
rich,
I say,
mate, aren't you?
Absolutely not meant to be kind of brag, and because of that, I am going to be showing you the full life of both channels. It's not just a look at what I earned last year, because that figure in isolation does not tell you the whole story. Last year, 2020, was the first time I ever considered myself quite well paid for doing YouTube.
Right, why has that got one of them on it?
Earned more doing YouTube full time than I earned in my previous job as a teacher, and the previous 4 years leading up to that point were definitely a struggle that are part of the story that I need to show you. That it's not just a case of start YouTube, earn big money. There's a lot of steps to take to get to that point. And the other disclaimer to remember as well, of course, is that this is the headline AdSense revenue figures that YouTube pay. I don't actually see this amount of money. This isn't the profit that I'm making for the year. This isn't even the amount of money that gets paid into my bank account, because like the majority of YouTubers I work with YouTube Network, YouTube and AdSense pay them. They then pay me. They take a cut for the management and advertising services that they do for me and all the work that they do in the background. So these aren't the figures that I get, and even after these...
Oh, it's looking alright now, this little caravan.
Account, there's then a whole load of other things that come off it before we get any close to seeing any kind of profit. So I don't think that I'm actually earning anywhere near this amount of money, because I have to pay for all of the costs associated with running the channels. I have my big old tax bill and stuff that everyone else has to pay, of course, as well. And then the actual amount of money that I have left to spend each month is probably no more than a third of these figures, if it even gets as high as that. So yeah, these are the headlines.
Why is there so much hair in this? Like, I know it's pre-owned, but someone's left their hair in it.
This video goes on. So as I say, we're going to be starting things off from the beginning. So I guess without further ado, we need to get in to the beginning. We're going to be looking at both of my YouTube channels. I started my Football Manager channel, my other channel, back in October 2015. This channel started in June 2016, although I didn't really start uploading regularly.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest camper van I've got, that. I know it's a vet caravan, but
we're going to go through each year
a vet trailer, but Jesus, massive.
Showing you what I earned each year, how many videos I made each year, and from there we can kind of extrapolate how many hours I worked for the money that I earned. And for each year, I'm going to work
Pretty
out
decent size on that.
so you can see just how much I'm actually getting paid per hour per year. To again try and find the last thing I want off the back of this video for a whole load of people to think, yes, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and get rich. It's easy. I'm really trying to hammer home that it ain't easy side of this. So let's jump in to 2015 to kick things off. And in 2015, as I mentioned, I only had the one channel. I didn't start it until the middle of October that year, so we're only looking at a small portion of the year. Of course, this is one of the years where I was also working full-time as a teacher. So I started my YouTube channel in October, and straight from the word go, I was uploading daily content. I was all about getting that work in, all about working hard. If I was going to do it, I was going to do it properly, and I was going to get on that daily grind straight away. So in 2015, from mid-October when I started my channel until the end of the year, I uploaded 90 videos, so more than a video a day. Now throughout this video, I'm assuming that each video takes around 5 hours to produce, and that average is roughly the same across both the Football Manager channel and the vlog channel, and that involves, for the Football Manager stuff, the actual recording of the video, editing the video.
Jeez, there's a lot of spare pieces in that set, to be fair.
Nails, doing the search engine optimization. For the Football Manager stuff, it also includes playing the bits of the game in between the episodes.
Yeah, is that correct?
That 5 hour period takes me from being able to hit record and start one video to being at the point where I can hit record and start the next video. And it averages as well. There's some videos that are closer together, so there's less.
Have I got Ninjago? Do you know what? I haven't got any Ninjago, lad. I just collect Marvel and Star Wars.
Much longer.
I'm only building this Lego Friends set to sell it.
Can take a long time to produce.
Like, I bought it second and I need to make sure all the pieces are there, kind of thing, before I even put it for sale. But no Ninjago, mate, no.
Hour and a half to do, and then sometimes there's videos that take an entire day.
Maybe Bricklink though might be the best place to sell all these pieces, I don't know.
It's taken me 3 hours already.
Bricklink or eBay Marketplace, something like that.
I think 5 hours is a pretty decent average.
I do think someone will pick it up off me for the kids, I'm not gonna lie.
Per week.
I'll get some pictures took of it, get it advertised online.
About right. So we're at
we should be able to sell this on. It is 2016, so
90 videos
it's
in
an old set.
2015, which meant I worked 450 hours and I had 11 weeks of creating content in 2015 from when I started the channel to the end of the year, which meant in 2015,
Am I missing a registration
as
plate
well
or
as
something?
working full-time as a secondary school teacher, I was also
Yeah, see, I don't remember
44
being
hours a
told
week
to put
on my
them
YouTube
pieces on.
channel and didn't earn a penny. No money earned at all in 2015.
Good job I looked. There's too many spare pieces here.
There were certain criteria you had to hit before you were able to earn any money. And at that point, I wasn't hitting them, so I worked 450 hours alongside.
I said, there's no way they'd give me that printed piece.
No money. Now
And it's a spare piece.
2016. So 2016, we'll start with the Football Manager channel. Because that one was the one that was
Let's have a look at it.
And then we'll have a look at this channel as well, which started partway through. So on the Football Manager channel in 2016.
That's right, that's right, that's right. It's all right, I think now.
Full time as a teacher, and you can see I was on that hourly grind.
Let's have a look
Because in 2016 on the Football Manager channel, I uploaded 365 videos, one video per day, every single day, all year, did not miss a day, which means
yes, so I don't need that.
in that year of
So I'm not missing any pieces.
hours,
It's 100% complete, as advertised.
alongside my full-time work as a teacher, and in that year I did start earning some money on that channel.
Now I should be good to get rid of this.
A grand total for the year of £966.94. That's about 1,000.
And if it don't sell, I'll just give it to my kids for Christmas or something.
Full-time job, 35 hours a week.
If it don't sell before then.
No days off, no week off.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep the horse like that. I can just go in there.
For less than £1,000.
All these spare pieces can just go in here.
Of 53 pence an hour, and if we set up a rolling average to cover total hours since the start of the channel against total income since the start of the channel, so we incorporate 2015 as well. At that point, my rolling average for that channel was 43 pence an hour. That's how much money I was earning. But of course, I did start the vlog channel that year as well, this channel, so that started in June of that year. We didn't start doing daily uploads or anything. In fact, when it started, it was called Never Too Old. Hands up, let me know down in the comments if you were subscribed to this channel back when it was called Never Too Old. Never Too Old was really just about unboxings and toy hunts and nerd stuff. It's how I accumulated a lot of this stuff that still sits behind me in the videos now. I did still manage to upload 74 videos in this 6 months.
I want to build a Star Wars set or something. I might see if I've got anything build and start another live.
Still alongside the other channel, which I'm working full-time on effectively, and my full-time job as a teacher. And I did get monetized that year as well on this channel. I earned £19.76 on this channel in 2016 for an hourly rate of 5 pence an hour for producing videos for this channel, which means we can now combine those numbers together for total YouTube hours worked and revenue for 2016. So in 2016, across both channels, I uploaded a total of 439 videos, which is a total number of hours of 2,190.
Shove these two in the front or something.
An average of 42 hours a week worked on my 2 YouTube channels, alongside my full-time job as a teacher, which
Do you even sit in the car seat, yeah?
for a grand total across both channels,
No.
£986.
I don't even know.
For an hourly rate between the 2 channels of 45 pence, and a rolling average for my
I
lifetime
should sit in there.
up until this point of 37 pence an hour. Let's go into
There we go.
2017. Now 2017 is a big year because 2017 is the year that I went full time. I actually resigned from my job as a teacher in the February of 2017, but because of the way teaching contracts work, I ended up serving a near 7-month notice period. So I didn't actually leave teaching officially until the end of August. So it was only
What's
the
up,
last few
lad?
months of the year, September through to December, that I was actually full-time with YouTube and content creation as my only source of income. So that's important to bear in mind. If we look at the Football Manager channel from that year, you can see I was really, really going for it. I knew that I was going full-time. I knew that I had my teaching salary to replace, and I knew I wasn't going to be replacing it straight away as well. So I worked like the clappers in 2017. Just on my Football Manager channel alone, I uploaded 606 videos in a year.
Oh, nice, buzzing.
In a year where I spent 8 months working full-time as a teacher as well. That means I've worked over 3,000
Surely
hours,
that's not a spare
3,030
piece,
hours
though.
just producing Football Manager videos in 2017, an average of 58 hours a week, alongside the teaching for the majority of the year. And that year, I earned from the Football Manager videos £6,340 and 55 pence, which gave me an hourly rate for Football Manager videos in 2017 of £2.79 £3.09 an hour.
I think this scores with that thing on it.
Hourly rate across the now 3
Does,
years
doesn't
of
it, no?
making content at £1.38 an hour. That's what I'd earned in my life making Football Manager videos up until that point. But that's also the year that we went daily on the vlog, so daily videos on this channel as well, all year long. It actually came in at 370.
There's no way that's a spare piece.
So I guess there was a few times where I put bonus videos on top
Surely
of the
not.
vlogs, a couple of videos in a day for some reason. But we released 371 videos. So that's a total hours worked on this channel, 1,855 hours, or 36 hours a week, just on this channel. This is why all along I've been saying running 2 channels is like having 2 full-time jobs, because I was working over 50 hours a week on the Football Manager channel, and then another 36-hour a week full-time job on this channel. Plus, for the first half of the year, I was still working full-time as a teacher as well. I didn't sleep a lot in 2017. And in 2017, the money earned from this channel was £4,162.79. So that's an hourly rate of £2.24, or a rolling hourly rate of £1.88 over the course of the life of the
That's
channel.
complete, yeah. Oh,
Which is
sugar.
our total for the year of 2017 combined.
Oh, Jesus.
I made, frankly,
That's not very strong, is it?
977
To be fair, it only has 2 studs.
That's about 3 videos a day, every single day, without a day off, all year long.
That'd be
whilst
cool,
working
let's
full
drop
time
in
as
this
a
out.
teacher. It was nearly 5,000 hours worked between the 2 channels, 4,885 hours worked that year. At an average, and this is the highest it ever got, I couldn't have sustained this for longer than I did. But I was working an average in 2017, an average of 94 hours a week just on creating YouTube videos. And I'll emphasize it just one more time. For half of that time, I was also working full-time as a teacher. So I was putting 94 hours a week, every week, without a holiday, without a break, on top of work.
Come on, get in.
Well, for a total income from YouTube that year of £10,503.34, or an hourly rate of £2.15, or the rolling average hourly rate over the course of the channels.
Right, sound.
£1.53. I was now a full-time YouTuber, working nearly 100 hours a week.
I felt that's where I've not put it.
1,000 videos
Is
a
it?
year, and I'd average less than
It isn't.
£2 an hour throughout my life on YouTube. When I've said in the past that I was dumb to go full-time when I did, now you see just how dumb I was to go full-time when I did. We've still got a lot of this data to look through. I hope you're finding this interesting.
I know where I've done it wrong, it's
I
there.
enjoy it because I am a data nerd and I love a spreadsheet. And hopefully you're enjoying it too. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the video so far. We are going to take a quick break now just to have a word with Past Kev, who's got a message from this week's episode sponsor, and then we'll be back to have a look.
Yep, I just ripped the set in half more or less, but it needs mending.
Episode sponsors.
I'm sure it does. There's something not right with this. I'm gonna sell it. I can't just build it wrong.
Even faster without the hassle. Cellphone blocks by H+H are lightweight, strong, and easy to cut. Trusted by builders for over 75 years. Visit hhcellcom.co.uk.
Skillshare. Now, as I'm sure you know by now, because we've been working with them for quite a while, Skillshare are an online learning community for creative and curious people. And they have classes on things ranging from illustration,
That's not gonna work though, is it?
productivity,
Is it?
filmmaking, loads and loads
Yes,
of
sir.
stuff on here.
That's right.
I'm on a productivity kick at the moment, so I am about to start this course by none other than Ali Abdaal. And those of you who watch very closely on who I subscribe to on YouTube will know that I've become a bit of an Ali Abdaal fan recently. I've been watching loads of his content on YouTube, and I am very excited to get started watching his productivity masterclass here on Skillshare.
Yeah, now I can sell the set because it's complete. I am not giving that someone with a piece missing. Not one of them.
I would love to see Ali's thoughts on how that all works and how he integrates
Much better.
within his goal setting and productivity.
That's complete
all
now.
that kind of stuff. Skillshare
Buzzing.
is specifically for learning. There's no app.
Right, put his spare pieces somewhere. Thank you for watching my live stream, everyone, as well. next time I'm building a set, it will be a good set. This is just something I needed to do. I have got to do another friend's one as well to make sure everything's there. But I don't think I'll be doing that one next. It'll be something cool on the next live stream. Don't get me wrong, some of these friend sets are pretty cool. It's like a little roller coaster there, but you'll never see me picking up a friend set for the collection anyway, that's for sure. But yeah, 2016 this set's from. It's complete now. Get that sold soon.
I tell you about them all the time. If you haven't signed up for Skillshare yet, you genuinely are missing out on some amazing learning opportunities to add a new skill, a new hobby, or just learn something really cool. It's all there at the top.
Can you scan these? No, they're that old. They don't even have the barcode to scan on them. Or is that because it's on this way? Oh, I don't know. No, no barcodes. Too old. Show you that collection quickly. Got the Eternal shelf. We've got every single minifig in this. In there are all the figures around all the ship. I assume. Does come with that light. Down here I've got my first Spider-Man CMF there. Me and my son got one each and we both got the same Spider-Man, unfortunately. Got my Hulk. Here we've got Iron Man.
So, 2018, starting with the Football Manager channel, actually lowered the amount of videos I was making. I realised making 2 videos a day every day probably wasn't going to be sustainable, and especially running alongside the daily vlog and regular Twitch streaming as well. I was just burning the candle at like...
That's one of the best builds I've ever built. So is that.
Burning it at both ends and melting the bit in the middle as well.
With my customs Deadpool though. Not actually official Lego, because he's a fortune probably. The Onyx Cinder over there.
Total hours worked of 2,440 hours, or an average of 47
We'll come down to this shelf. We've got a Lego City Caravan, Penguin Truck, Burger Truck, Donut Truck, another caravan. That one's from like 2008 or something like that, 2010. Very old horse trailer set from Lego City, about 2008, and this is about 2012, this Lego City house. Probably one of my favourite shelves, that. Just need to have it displayed a bit better. We've got the roller coaster from Lego City. 2 creator 3-in-1 cameras, because they're cool. Why not? Just a bit of a Harry Potter collection going on. Got Hermione, Harry and Ron, and Dobby. I think that's it for Harry Potter in general for me. But now we'll come over to the cool stuff really, Star Wars. We've got 2 Star Wars mechs and the battle pack for Paz Vizsla. This is Moff Gideon. I've reviewed most of these sets on my channel as well. Like pretty much everything that I own I've reviewed nearly. 2 more mechs though. Big Grogu. Just a magazine I bought for the Mandalorian figure, and then ended up buying this not long after, so I've already got one. So I've not opened it. But yeah, that's quite a big set, that N1 Starfighter. I didn't realise how big it was. Mando's helmet as well. Pretty cool. It's like the Star Wars side of the collection. I've got that sealed up there, along with a Fortnite brickhead sealed. I've got R2-D2 there. Awesome build. Such a cool build. You can take them pieces off there and put them on here. And the other side obviously. Darth Mallet. I've got
2018, I was earning enough to just about cover our bills, and so I made it
them too.
Videos across the 2 channels of 873 videos, which meant I worked 4,365 hours just on YouTube.
That's pretty much all the collection though. Yeah, I'm going to end the video now. Thank you for liking, watching and all that stuff, and I will be live streaming something very, very soon.